Physical science in the 1800s. Charles Goodyear was the inventor of vulcanization, a process that makes rubber harder, less soluble, and more durable.
See the date?
1839.
Don't say the date.
Okay. Alexandre Dumas was one of the most famous French writers of the 19th century. Dumas is best known for historical adventure novels like The Three Musketeers and The Count, 1802. 1803, Christian Doppler, physicist, Australian physicist who first described how the observed frequency of light and sound wave is affected by the relative motion of the source and the detector. 1803, Robert Stephenson, engineer. Robert Stephenson is chiefly remembered for his role in the birth of railways. Hector Berlioz, composer. As a boy, he learned the flute, guitar, and from Treatises alone, harmony.
Social sciences of the 1800s.
In 1801, the first census carried out in the UK. It does not contain names, just numbers.
In 1804, Alicia Meynell, England was the first female jockey.
In 1822, Liberia established as a country for freed slaves.
In 1825, world population reached 1 billion.
Woo!
In 1832, the Great Reform Act expands the electoral franchise for the first time in 150 years and removes rotten boroughs. In 1833, abolition of slavery in the British Empire. 1841, census of this year is the first to record names as well as raw population numbers. 1848, National American Women's Suffrage Association was set up. 1860, fish and chip shops became popular in Britain. 1860, UK's first country to pass laws against food and drink adulteration. 1870, first factory-produced sausages in the United Kingdom.
Woo, sausages!
1872, United States Census Bureau started to incorporate statistical graphics in its publications from this year. 1876, introduction to Heinz ketchup. Can I say a joke?
Yes.
Okay, so there was a mama tomato and a daddy tomato, right?
Vinegar came along and home wrecked, and we have Heinz ketchup.
No. Okay, so mama tomato and the mama tomato and the daddy tomato, and there was a little baby tomato, right? Well, the little baby tomato fell behind. The daddy tomato ran over, stomped on him, and said, "Ketchup!"
Oh! That's funny.
In 1896, the first modern Olympic Games held in Athens, opened by King George I, an introduction of a release of doves to symbolize peace. In 1898, 3 women create a stir when they compete in a century-run endurance contest in bicycling. Irene Bush of Brooklyn rides 400 miles in 48 hours. Jane Yatman of Brooklyn rides 500 miles in 58 hours. And Jane Lindsay rides 600 miles in 72 hours.
Wow.
That's a strong, that's some strong women.
Stronger than
In the
me.
1900s, women are allowed to participate in the Olympic Games for the first time.
We're number 1!
Woot!
Realism of the 1800s.
Yeah. The neoclassical period was the first period under the influence of the Industrial Revolution, and it was the rediscovery of classical Greek and Roman art.
Realism became a cultural movement in reaction to Romanticism. Realism rejects the ideas of classical art and emotional drama, rather being based on the direct observation of real objects.
Realism became a cultural movement in reaction to Romanticism. Realism rejects the ideals of classical art and emotional drama, rather being based on the direct observation of real objects.
Stop hiding your face.
Industrial Revolution had a great effect on Impressionists and post-impressionists. The artists of these movements were observing nature directly. You screwed up. You screwed up.
Realism became a cultural movement in reaction to Romanticism. Realism rejects the ideas of classical art and emotional drama, rather being based on the direct observation of real objects.
Writers and artists did not always suspect the Industrial Revolution, and some of their works, like the Stonebreaker.
Look at me.
What does that work?
Alright, the new classical period was the first period under the influence of the Industrial Revolution, and it was the rediscovery of classical Greek and Roman art.
The Industrial Revolution had a great effect on Impressionists and Post-Impressionists. The artists of the movement were observing nature directly.
Realism became an agricultural... Thought I saw a G.
I was recording you guys. Hi. No, don't zoom in my face.
That was a fun project. Thank you, Miss J.
Look how long it took us. Forever and a day to do this project.
And a half.
Yeah, and a half.
Now we're walking
There.
down the
Stop
hallway.
recording me.
I'll get the camera.
No, stop recording me.
Why is it zoomed in?
Because she zoomed in.
So we saw Kurt walking down the hallway as we were recording. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, that little
He's skipping.
interruption. That was his foot on her. To the left, to the left.
Wait, right, left.
Yeah. You know you're still recording.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, look, it's random people.
It's random people. Yay, bloopers. Yeah, bye.
Chase, are you okay?
I am Chris!
That actually scared me.
Sorry.